So, thank you for coming here. Thank you for meeting with me. It's greatly appreciative. Appreciate it a lot. So, what brought you to Shebah Dental? What was going on that brought you to Shebah Dental for allowing us to service you?
Well, I've been to different dentists and they told me that they can't work on my teeth anymore because it's getting close to the root system. My fillings were falling out and they had to replace them, and they said the teeth are going to start cracking if we keep doing this, because we have to do, if you wait too long, the decay gets between the filling and the teeth, and we have to grind it away. It's getting too thin, we can't work on it anymore. So you have to have an implant. Okay. So I went looking for an implant specialist. I went to the way on the east side of San Antonio and outside of town, and those people took forever to talk to me. And when they finally got through with them, I asked them about the price, and they said the price is like $36,000. I said, what? I said, they're talking out of my price range. So I just wish you had told me that before I even got started. I'm waiting for you people. I've been here for almost 4 hours waiting to talk to somebody.
4 hours, yeah.
And that was what brought me to. I was looking for somebody else, and I looked in the advertising pages. I looked at some advertisers in Austin that are doing that kind of work, and then Shebah Dental's advertisement came up on my screen, and that's why I went there, and I'm glad I did.
Okay. So you said you were looking for implants. So how much implant work did you get done?
Well, my implants were not because of I didn't have any teeth there. It was because my old teeth were getting bad, and I told Dr. O that what I would need. They said we could do a full upper teeth implant, and how much will that cost me? I told them right away. They gave me a price, and it was way less than what those other people had asked me. I said, okay, let's go with it.
Okay, so that beautiful smile you got on that upper, those are the implants that you got done?
The implants they did for me, and I really like it.
All right. Did you get anything else done as well, or just the upper?
Oh, well, I had some single teeth that they replaced.
Okay.
Of course, how they go through is they do an impression, then they make the teeth, and then they grind the other teeth out, and they take it out and replace it in there with it. I have 2 or 3 on the bottom too that they've done.
Okay. So they were able to do singles as well as the full upper.
Right. So they do the whole thing.
Wonderful. And so how would you describe the service that you received? I know you talked about another dentist that you had went to, and before they even gave you pricing, you were in there for 4 hours. How would you describe the service you received at Shebah Dental?
The services I received at Shebah Dental, the first time I went in there was a couple of girls that were taking the application and getting information from me. And they said, it'll be just a little while. Do you want some water or some coffee? Or do you want to watch TV? They made it sound like I was just a visitor there instead of being a patient. They took care of me, and that's what I liked. And didn't mind waiting. I didn't even see one full program, and they called me in.
Good.
That was great.
Good. So that's lovely to hear. So you feel like you were, the doctor and the staff just treated you real well there.
They're very well. They even took my x-rays and showed it to me, showing how bad my teeth were.
Good.
That was another thing, that they had the equipment right there, and they have plenty of room for patients. And I hadn't had any problems with going to see them. When I go in, they are right there, take me in, sit me down, and can I get you anything to drink? You want some water or some coffee? And I was very pleased. It's like visiting a friend when you go in there.
Good. Thank you. Now, I'm glad you said that it's like visiting a friend, because a lot of people are afraid of the dentist. You know, maybe because they had something traumatizing happen to them, or maybe they're just scared because they don't know what's going to happen. So and you had a lot of work done, would you think this would be something to be afraid of?
I was afraid at the start, but once I got started, I found that I had nothing to be afraid of. And that was my biggest obstacle of having my teeth work done, was the hurt that or the pain that I would have to go through. And there was no pain. I was treated well, and they were very prompt. When my appointments came up, I went right in at that appointed time instead of sitting out and waiting for somebody to see me or talk to me.
Oh, good. Thank you. I'm loving how that worked out for you. So now that you've gotten your teeth fixed and you seem happy and you're smiling, you know, how has your life changed since you've received our services?
Well, I'm not afraid to smile at people anymore. You'll be surprised what a smile can do to a person. Even just going to the grocery store, just smile at people, you're gonna smile back.
Yeah, smile does make you feel good inside and outside.
That is correct.
All right. Now, would you refer friends or family members to Shebah Dental?
Family members I can't do because I only have a daughter that lives here in town.
Mm-hmm.
But for friends I have a lot of that I can recommend. If they have problems, I would surely recommend them to Shebah Dental.
Well, thank you so much. We're awfully humbled, definitely humbled by you allowing us to serve you, and how you felt about the services that you've received from us. So, any last words that you would like to tell the people?
Last words is don't be afraid, because that was the biggest thing that kept me from going to get my regular dental checkups and also to start with the implants that I needed. If I wasn't afraid, I probably would have lived happier for a longer period of time had I gone right away. But don't be afraid, that's all I'd say.
All righty. Thanks a lot. So, thank you for coming here and doing this for us. We really appreciate it. Now, if you could tell me a little bit, what brought you to Shebah Dental? What did you have going on that you felt like you needed to come see us?
I had some broken teeth and some loose teeth and not enough teeth. And when Dr. O said he was going to take 18 shots in my mouth, I asked him, I says, well, of what? He says, your teeth. I said, well, you're going to have to get somebody to help you because I don't have that many teeth. And I didn't. But he took all of them out and he got me a new set of teeth, top and bottom, and now I can eat steak.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So what treatment did you receive here? Do you have dentures? Did you get mini dental implants? What did you get here?
I got the dentures.
Okay.
Financially, implants was a little bit steep for me at this moment. I still have that option at a later date,
Mm-hmm.
Which from what I've seen of the work he's done, I would recommend that, to anybody, even to myself, because you don't have to take them out; they're there,
Uh-huh. And what kind of dentures did you get? Are they the fixed dentures? Are they in and out dentures?
I just take them in and out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And how do you feel about this? How would you describe the services that you got here?
Oh, the services are excellent. All of the staff are really sweet. It's kind of like a family here.
Mm-hmm.
They're all real happy. They're always happy. Dr. O's always cutting jokes with somebody. I could tell he's here as soon as I walk in the door because I can hear him laughing.
Yes.
He's always laughing. It's a real pleasant atmosphere,
Okay.
and they're very helpful. He explains what he's going to do before he does it. And the girls that are taking the pictures or doing the implants, the impressions for your dentures are telling you all the time what they're going to do and how they're going to do it. And,
Okay, wonderful,
you know.
wonderful. Well, I like how you talked about the atmosphere here. So many people are afraid of going to the dentist. Now, how would you feel about your overall experience here? Did you think it was something that would be traumatizing for someone? Is there a reason to be afraid to come to the dentist?
I think if they're not treated with the right the right report, they could be traumatized.
Okay.
Because they don't know what's going to happen. You're going to sit down in a chair and have somebody stick a needle in your mouth and deaden everything, and it can be traumatizing, especially for maybe kids or older people. But he makes you feel so comfortable.
Wonderful.
And he makes you feel so safe.
Wonderful, wonderful.
He makes sure that nothing's gonna happen to you. I'm right here. It's gonna be all okay. And it is,
Okay.
And when he's done, you say okay, and he says, "You're good." I'm like, "I'm done already." Good.
So I love how you talked about how the doctor and the staff here have treated you so well. So I'm assuming you've had other dental experiences before you came here. Would that be?
Yes, I did, and without mentioning names of different companies.
Good, thank you.
It was not, I wouldn't do that. It would not be as pleasant of a visit, or I would have gone back to them if I thought it was going to be better. If I thought they were going to treat me better, but I thought, no. Burn me once, shame on me. Burn me twice. I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
So I came back here after not seeing him in a while, and I thought it's time for me to go get my teeth done. So that's what I did.
Okay.
And I came back here, and he just welcomed me with open arms, just like I had never left.
Wonderful. So how do you feel like your life has changed since receiving our services? A lot of people don't understand that new teeth really can change your life.
I had a comment from a lady in the store one time, and she ran into my basket. And I turned around and looked at her and I says, "Ma'am, are you going to say excuse me?" And she says, "No, I'm not going to say excuse me. All I'm going to say is you need to get some teeth."
Oh, wow.
And I thought, that's an awful rude thing to say to anybody, And I thought then, I'm not going to have that happen to me ever again. I'm going to make sure I have teeth and I smile, and people are going to know that I'm a happy person.
All right. Okay. Well, you've already said you eating steak, and I see you smiling all the time,
yes.
so you must be feeling pretty good now.
Yes.
All right. Wonderful. So I just got one last question for you. Would you, because of the experiences that you've had here, and I guess the success of your procedures and stuff, would you recommend Shebah Dental to your closest people in your life?
Oh, yes, of course. Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
To
Wonderful.
anybody. I mean, even if it's the parent of a child, yes, because I've seen him, how he interacts with children, and he's the same as, it doesn't matter your age or your race or anything. He's him. He's happy. He's going to make you happy.
Wonderful. Well, thank you. Is there any last words that you want to say to the people?
I do. I want to say to Dr. O and to his staff, thank you for giving me a new lease on life.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So welcome and thank you for doing this for us. We appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
So maybe could you tell us what brought you to Shebah Dental in the first place when you first found us?
Well, I had an accident and I was not happy with my smile at all. And I needed a lot of work.
So what kind of things were going on with your smile?
Just my teeth, they weren't up to par.
Okay.
So I got a few bridges and some crowns.
Okay, so that's what you received here, some crowns and some bridges?
Yeah.
So you mentioned you had some damage, you had an accident. I don't want to get into the personal details of how the accident happened, but would you mind explaining to us a little bit of the damage that was done to your teeth?
Well, I had some loose teeth in the front. My first 3 teeth were loose and I was missing the 4th tooth in the front.
Wow, that is pretty extensive.
Yes.
So you were probably happy that we've been wearing masks for a little while.
Absolutely. I'm glad because I would have been at home.
Totally understand. I totally understand. Okay. And how would you describe the services that you received here?
If I had to put on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say 100.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well, let me ask you this. That actually leads into my next question. You know, many people are afraid of going to the dentist, you know, for whatever reason. Maybe it was childhood trauma or, you know, pain, whatever reason. Would you say your dental visits here were traumatizing or something that people should avoid?
No, they were excellent. I actually did have a fear of dentists for a while, but when I came here, everyone treated me like family. It was just a friendly environment. I could truly be myself, and when I got procedures done, they were explained to me thoroughly, so I was greatly appreciative of that.
That's awesome. You actually answered one of my questions I was going to have for you. That's great. So, you know, you specifically pointed out how things were explained to you. These procedures were explained to you before you actually went forth with them. How would you describe your past dental experiences? Because you also said you used to be afraid as well. So how would you describe your past dental experiences and as opposed to what you've experienced here with Shebah Dental?
Well, in the past, they were not straightforward with me. Every time I would come back would be something different that I needed done. And when I came here, everything was right on the table. They gave me options. They just gave it to me 100%, no sugarcoating.
Nice. Now, many people are afraid of the financial obligations when it comes to going to the dentist and getting their smile corrected. If you don't mind, you used our financing, correct?
Yes.
And did you find that an easy process to go through?
It was, definitely. And also, it was a payment plan that I could afford, and it was catered to me.
Wonderful. And now, how has your life changed since you received our services? I see you got that big old smile.
I absolutely love it. I'm always smiling, and everybody always compliments me on how great my teeth look.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, would you refer your friends or closest family members to Shebah Dental?
Definitely, 100%, and I always do.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you. So again, we appreciate you doing this. And like I told you, there's, obviously going to be other people seeing this video. So other than the questions that I've asked you, is there anything that you would like to say to folks?
I highly recommend you come in.
Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.
You too. Thank you.